In the clandestine realm of military aviation, where secrets soar on silent wings, whispers of innovation echo louder than jet engines. A fleeting shadow darts across the horizon. A pixelated snapshot ignites online forums, and overnight, defense strategists worldwide recalibrate their threat assessments. Today, we plunge into the heart of this intrigue, the elusive Chinese fighter jet informally known as the J-50. The ramifications are seismic. In a world where aerial supremacy dictates the balance of power, the power that unlocks the next frontier in stealth, sensor fusion, and autonomous teaming could redefine conflict for decades. But brace yourself, there's a pivotal revelation woven into this tale. One we'll foreshadow now and expose in full later. For the moment, handle the designation with care, dissect the technical nuances with precision, and monitor the intricate web of industrial ecosystems, doctrinal shifts, and geopolitical maneuvers, for therein lies the authentic saga. Before we ascend to cruising altitude, if this strategic dissection captivates you, pound that like button. It propels our content through the algorithmic turbulence. To comprehend the J-50's potential to disrupt global airpower dynamics, we must first chart the broader strategic terrain. In the past decade, China's People's Liberation Army Air Force has metamorphosed from a regional defender to a global contender, rapidly inducting low-observable fighters and overhauling its naval aviation for blue water operations. This transformation underscores a doctrinal evolution toward anti-access, area denial, A2AD strategies, particularly fortifying claims in the Indo-Pacific theater. Now, as we approach the end of 2025, a revolutionary phase dawns with corroborated sightings of two tailless prototypes since late 2024. The larger variant, attributed to Chengdu and dubbed J-36, evokes a long-endurance penetrator for vast oceanic patrols, while the more nimble Shenyang creation, the focus of our scrutiny, bears the provisional label J-50. Cumulative evidence from grainy videos, satellite overflights, and incremental leaks indicates a rigorous flight test regimen, signaling Beijing's unwavering commitment rather than a mere technological stunt. Anchoring this advancement is the Chengdu J-20 Mighty Dragon, China's trailblazing fifth-generation stealth platform. Open-source analyses, bolstered by commercial satellite imagery, document an exponential buildup over 200 airframes operational across multiple theater commands by mid-2025, with production lines humming at an unprecedented pace. Iterative enhancements ranging from thrust vectoring nozzles for super maneuverability to encrypted data links for multi-domain operations augment its combat radius to exceed 2,000 kilometers, enabling deep strikes into adversary territories. From a strategic lens, the J-20 transcends mere hardware. It's the crucible forging China's sixth-generation ambitions, disseminating expertise in composite materials, radar-absorbent coatings, and fleet sustainment across the aerospace sector. If this geopolitical aerial chess game intrigues you, subscribe now. Your patronage sustains our exhaustive explorations. Parallel to the J-20's dominance, Shenyang's FC-31 lineage has matured into the J-35 family, encompassing land-based interceptors and carrier-compatible variants tailored for Liaoning-class flat-tops. Debuts at Zhuhai Airshow and carrier integration trials affirm a program on the cusp of full operational capability, with reports of limited series production by July 2025. This tandem, the J-20 for strategic depth and J-35 for tactical versatility, erects a formidable layered defense, absent from China's arsenal merely 15 years prior. Any newcomer like the J-50 must carve its niche amid this ecosystem, justifying expenditures through superior attributes in contested environments. What hallmarks the sixth-generation paradigm transnationally? from PLA think tanks to Pentagon war rooms and European consortia. The ethos pivots to a family of systems architecture. The crewed fighter morphs into a command nexus, synergizing with collaborative combat aircraft CCAs, quantum-resistant networks emulating cloud resilience, and machine learning algorithms that preemptively synthesize multispectral data. Chinese doctrinal papers and conceptual renders parallel U.S. NGAD tenets, prioritizing hypersonic tolerance, broadband stealth, and symbiotic human-AI interfaces. For the J-50, this translates to validating not isolated excellence, but orchestration of drone swarms in denied airspace, potentially multiplying force projection exponentially. In a serendipitous unveiling, December 2024 marked the simultaneous emergence of two tailless stealth prototypes across disparate sites, both engineered for omnidirectional low observability. Subsequent 2025 disclosures, including a 16-second flight clip from September, solidify their status as active testbeds. The Chengdu J-36, with its expansive wingspan, insinuates a heavy lift role for persistent ISR over expansive theaters. Conversely, Shenyang's J-50, often termed JXD in analyst circles, garners attention for its compact agility. Though unendorsed by official channels, the J-50 tag permeates discourse, with caveats that formal nomenclature awaits PLA ratification. Scrutinizing available imagery. The J-50 boasts a tailless lambda wing morphology, diverterless inlets for laminar intake, a protracted forebody housing voluminous sensor suites, and twin turbofan signatures. Refined captures reveal a panoramic canopy, enhancing situational awareness, and adaptive wingtips serving as multifaceted control effectors. Obviating vertical fins to curtail radar cross-sections, RCS below 0.001 square meters across X-band frequencies. These innovations champion signature attenuation, drag minimization for efficient supercruise at Mach 1.5+, and expansive maneuver envelopes conducive to drone command. Prudence dictates acknowledging photographic artifacts, haze-induced distortions, or angular biases that could misrepresent dimensions. Thus, expert discourse gravitates toward aerodynamic implications over unsubstantiated performance metrics. Extrapolating strategically. The tailless schema not only eviscerates parasitic drag, potentially boosting fuel economy by 25% for protracted missions, but also disperses RCS hotspots, rendering detection by legacy radars futile. Wingtip articulations afford vectored thrust-independent control, facilitating high alpha recoveries and evasive jinks in dogfights. The capacious nose accommodates a gallium nitride AESA radar with 2,000+ transmit-receive modules, fused with conformal infrared arrays for hemispheric coverage, enabling passive tracking at 300+ kilometers. Blended contours and metamaterial skins further mitigate infrared and visual signatures, positioning the J-50 as a ghost in the electromagnetic spectrum. Yet, form begets function only through holistic integration. Operational efficacy hinges on propulsion. Rumored WS-19 variants delivering 160 kN thrust for thrust-to-weight ratios, surpassing 1.2 avionics suites with quantum-secure links, and tactical doctrines emphasizing manned-unmanned teaming, MUM-T. Envision the J-50 directing GJ-11 UCAVs in saturation attacks, drones absorbing risks in forward echelons, jamming adversary spectra, while the piloted asset coordinates from standoff ranges, amplifying lethality manifold. Now, the pledged disclosure, J-50, is a media-fabricated placeholder for Shenyang's tailless demonstrator, absent Beijing's imprimatur. Core particulars, power plant specifics, radar bandwidths, squadron allocations languish in classification. regarded as interim lexicon for this nascent 6th-gen archetype until unveiled. Why bifurcated tailless trajectories? This duality mitigates developmental perils. Chengdu's J-36 for endurance-centric Pacific overmatch, Shenyang's J-50 for maneuverable affordability, perhaps even carrier adaptations. Such parallelism spurs rivalry, akin to America's ATF program, optimizing resource allocation amid fiscal constraints. Pivoting to trans-Pacific parallels, the U.S. Next Generation Air Dominance NGAD, rechristened F-47, embodies analogous visions but grapples with temporal lags. As of September 2025, Boeing spearheads production of initial airframes, eyeing a 2028 maiden flight trailing China's prototypes by 4 years per some assessments. Strategically, NGAD prioritizes adaptive cycle engines e.g. XA-103 for variable bypass ratios, yielding 20% efficiency gains over F-35's F-135 and CCA integration for loyal wingman paradigms. In juxtaposition, the J-50's tailless purity may confer stealth edges over NGAD's speculated hybrid designs, potentially lower RCS in broadside aspects. However, America's edge resides in matured sensor fusion witnessed in F-35's DAS and cyber-hardened networks, mitigating China's industrial espionage vulnerabilities, comparatively versus the F-22 Raptor. The J-50's Super Cruise Sans afterburner could eclipse the Raptor's Mach 1.8 with enhanced kinematics from thrust vectoring absent in early prototypes. Yet, F-22's battle-tested supercruise and vectoring nozzles afford unmatched agility, though aging avionics demand upgrades influenced by NGAD. Against the F-35 Lightning III, the J-50's system of systems ethos mirrors the F-35's network-centric warfare, but China's rapid prototyping evidenced by J-50's 2024 debut versus F-35's protracted development highlights Beijing's agile manufacturing, potentially outpacing U.S. production scales amid budgetary reevaluations. Russia's Su-57 Felon offers a cautionary foil: constrained output under 30 units by 2025 amid sanctions underscores fabrication hurdles. For China, sustaining J-50 throughput demands resilient supply chains, a forte demonstrated in J-20 ramp-ups. Propulsion emerges as the linchpin. J-20's WS-15 maturation portends J-50 inheritance, enabling afterburner-free Mach 2 dashes and superior climb rates. Lapses could compel payload concessions, echoing NGAD's engine-centric focus. Sensor ecosystems advance apace. Project A-J-50 AESA, with low probability of intercept waveforms, amalgamated with electro-optical distributed apertures and ESM for emitter geolocation sans emissions. AI-fueled fusion disseminates omniscient battlespace vistas, outstripping 5th-gen silos. Armament prudence prevails. Concealed bays for PL-21 hypersonics, PL-15 BVRMs, and electronic warfare modules. Though hypersonic integration grapples with aerothermal barriers, favoring iterative validations over revolutionary leaps. Eschew plasma stealth myths. Unverified panaceas yield to proven geometries and absorbers. Flight testing constitutes an endurance odyssey, from taxi trials to envelope expansions, enduring monsoons, salinity, and vibrations. 2025's prolific sorties augur well, yet frontline induction spans half-decades of maturation. Industrial scalability seals, fates, satellite scrutinies reveal burgeoning Chinese lines. Mirroring this for J-50 necessitates orchestral harmony among fabricators, coders, and logisticians, a benchmark equaling conceptual ingenuity. Mid-2025 synopsis. Shenyang's tailless stealth vanguard. Colloquially, J-50 thrives in trials, Its trajectory pivots on propulsion synergy, algorithmic prowess, unmanned symbiosis, and prolific fabrication, not singular gimmicks. Vigil for doctrinal evolutions to distill verity from conjecture. If this profound strategic odyssey exhilarated you, like and subscribe for further immersions. Your alliance elevates us. Gratitude for navigating these skies.